What a journey 2020 has been, right? Not only for our nation, but for us as a local church, just the things that kind of we've been through together as a community. We merged with GBC. Our partnership officially began in January of 2020. And then quickly after that, a global pandemic kind of shut us down, right? We were meeting at Clonlara, we were growing, there were beautiful, wonderful things happening in our community, but we just unfortunately were no longer able to meet where we were and in the way that we were. And so while that situation presented some unique opportunities for us to kind of really go deep in our partnership and invest in a level of oneness and unity with our larger GBC family in some ways that we otherwise wouldn't have, we also do miss the distinction of being our own campus. And we're excited in this new season as we begin to relaunch in this new building to maintain and sort of reframe that distinction as the Refuge campus of Grace Bible. We're in the building right now. We've signed the lease. For those who don't know, renovations are underway, and it's looking good that we will be meeting together as a family in this church building in our own space, a place we can call home by mid-January 2021, and I couldn't be more excited about that.
Well, from the very beginning, we said we wanted to be a people and a place that was offering the hope of Jesus. You know, we began meeting together as a core family. There were maybe 16, 17 of us. And we began meeting together down in Sylvania, Ohio. It was sort of a middle place for us. There were some families that were already living up here in Ann Arbor. There were some families living in Toledo, and then 4 or 5 families living in Bryan, Ohio. And we spent about 3 months meeting in the Meltons family room, just praying and dreaming and planning what it might look like for us to plant Refuge Church here in Ann Arbor. And then by God's grace, we had space made available to us at the Ann Arbor Vineyard. And so as we transitioned up here, we entered into what we called our pre-launch phase. And we became more intentional about praying and planning and really strategizing what it might look like for us to be a church that really embeds itself in this community and is the presence of Jesus to those that are living here in this city and really in this region. And so we began our pre-launch phase meeting on Saturday nights at the Ann Arbor Vineyard. And we met there for a good 8 or 9 months. And then when we launched at the Senior Center in Burns Park. And so April 2017, we had our very first public service, and we opened our doors to whoever might want to come and hear the message of Jesus. We really began to grow and outgrew that space rather quickly. And so we met there for about 7 months and then transitioned into Clonlara School, where we spent basically the next 1.5 to 2 years continuing to be established and seeing God just show up and do some pretty amazing things. As I look back over the last 4 or 5 years, it's hard for me to believe all that we have been through. We've seen families move up here. We had 4 or 5 families that sold homes and found new jobs up here. We've experienced health issues. We've seen people come and go. We've seen God open doors in different places. And yet one thing has remained the same, that purpose that we started with, to be a people in a place that's offering the hope of Jesus, has remained the same. And so no matter who has been here and no matter where we've been, that message has been the same.
People are just eager to be back together again and together again as a church family. And so I just pray that that eagerness just kind of turns into an excitement and a passion for this new place and this new neighborhood that the Lord has set us in. So I'm just excited about getting the Refuge kids involved in every aspect of the church. I think it's so important that these kids have healthy relationships outside of their parents in the church.
I've been able to worship alongside the Refuge campus for about 1 year now, and it has been such a joy to worship alongside this body of believers. This new building is going to just offer so many new opportunities, ways to grow, different ways we can worship through music and art, and I'm excited to be able to see all that God has in store for us in this new space. There have been a lot of great worship leaders in the history of Refuge, and I'm excited to be able to continue that lineage. It's great that I get to be here in a full-time capacity, and I'm excited to use that time and the resources available to train up leaders and build teams so that way we can show God's love through beauty and art even more as time goes on in this new space.
As I think about this new season for our community, as we transition into this new space, this new neighborhood, but again, really this new chapter in Refuge's history, I'm really excited for the ways that we're going to encounter the Holy Spirit through our ability to just love our neighbor, right? We're going to be in a new neighborhood, a bunch of houses, a bunch of families, and we're going to be able to be the practical hands and feet of Jesus to the people in our surrounding area like never before. There's something about the community, about the way that this diverse group of people loves one another that really is a testament and a testimony of Jesus as King of the universe and of us being a set-apart people. And I think that as we continue to maintain that in this next season, by the grace of God, He's going to bring new people who need that love. And I really feel like that is going to set us apart in this next season, and we're going to encounter the blessing of God like never before as a church family.